I've been thinking about this winter arc. It's not winter for a couple of months, but in England right now, you're getting a glimpse into a what's in store. Cold, dark days, windy. And it's the time of year where it's just so easy to come up with excuses and get lazy. For me, the winter arc is just coming out the other side of winter with good progress. Not coming out the other side an extra 20 kilos, an extra 20 grand down. I'm trying to come out of this with good progress. If you're not where you need to be, you're not doing what you need to be doing, course correction is essential throughout the whole process. You're not going to just set the direction and then stick to it forever. It's unrealistic. So if you're at that stage where you're like, I need to fucking turn this around, now's a good time. Now is always a good time. Yesterday was bad, but today's the next best time. I'm trying to get out on this bike. I'm trying to get in that gym. I'm trying to cut down my portion sizes on the food. I need to really lose about 20 kilos. I'm on the heavy side at the minute, 100 plus kilo. And I'm always feeling fucking stiff, you're sore. And I've reached that point where it's beyond motivation now. It's literally, I don't want this. I don't want this in my life. I need to fucking make sure that I'm not fucking myself up like that. And just carrying on like that's normal. Not settling for that. What you settle for really sets the tone. So if you're not happy where you are, don't settle for it. And look at what bad habits are making you feel that way. If you aren't sure what those things are, I'm just going to name a few things which are quite common nowadays. First is overconsumption. Whether that is TV, substances. Overconsumption is a form of escapism. Right, so instead of dealing with all these important things, we just watch 4 hours of Netflix, we go to the pub, and then the kind of next dangerous step, which becomes a real slippery slope for people, is they make excuses about the bad habits they've got to sort of justify why they're in that situation. I've seen this time and time again. And I realized I was making some excuses. I'll start my diet next week. I'll go to the gym next week. It's so easy to delay things. It's so easy to, if you eat a pack of 5 donuts, like I did the other night, you don't see the effect of that straight away. So it's easy. It's easy to be like, yeah, I'll start next week. Because you don't see the effects of the trajectory you're on till weeks and months down the line. And it's only when you really look at yourself and think, fucking hell, what are you playing at? You know, you really let yourself go, mate. I'm buying fucking double X, like any clothes I buy, bare minimum double XL. Minimum. I bought a double XL coat the other day and I was like, this doesn't really even fit me. I need the fucking triple. Tried the triple. It fit me better, but the sleeves were just way too long. Okay, I'm not happy with that. That means I've got to get out and I've got to get that sorted. That needs to be addressed immediately. There's no hanging about on that one. And I think that motivation needs to come from a real perspective shift of where you're heading and where it is you don't want to end up. Because if you're content and you settle, then you never really will even feel like addressing the problems because you're just kind of okay with it. But when you have that feeling of, nah, I can't do this. then it becomes something where it's beyond motivation. Next thing I want to talk about is protecting your momentum. When you start something, it's real easy to come up with the excuses. The excuses almost hold more weight for some reason. If it's day one to go to the gym, the idea of like, oh, should we skip this today and go grab a dessert and let's grab an ice cream and let's do that instead. Right? That kind of feels like, yeah, fuck it, why not? But when you're deep into it and you've been going and you've been turning up and it's day fucking 300 consecutive in the gym, or you've really been working towards a goal and it's in sight, that excuse holds nowhere near as much weight. Imagine saying to an Olympic athlete, yeah, should we just sack off this week and just let's go get on it instead? I feel like someone who's trained to that high level, they're so much less susceptible to the excuses. And it's not like the excuses don't come up. It's not like the opportunities don't come up. But you just carry on anyway. You wake up, you don't feel like doing it, but you fucking do it anyway. And I feel like at the beginning, when your momentum is fragile, remember the why and really feel the emotion and the pain that comes with being overweight, being broke, not being able to see your kid. Whatever the pain is, the thing that you can't have in your life. I'm not getting invited on holiday and not being able to afford it, right? Next time I go on holiday, I want to be able to take off my top and not feel embarrassed. And those could be big things or small things. It's whatever it is for you. For most people, it's going to be a few things. You're going to have this pain that you feel around a few different areas of your life. And when you're working on it and the momentum's fragile, you got to remember that and be like, nah, I'm not having the fucking dessert today. I'm not skipping the gym today. I'm not starting next week. I'm cracking on. And the reason I'm thinking about this now is because at this time of year when it's dark and it's cold, it's easy to make the fucking excuses. And when you're new, you're getting into this, you're building momentum, it's fragile. So protect it at all costs. And protecting it looks, you just don't let shit get in your way, right? The things that are going to slow you down, which are inevitable and they're bound to happen, that you just carry on anyway. But if it's going for a run, like that dude, right, it's cold. He's out here, bruv. He didn't come out his door and be like, it's a bit nippy. He's out here in shorts. I'm wearing fucking balaclava, merino wool hat. I'm in the full fucking setup. Thermal gloves. I've got a thermal on under my windbreaker. That guy was just in shorts and a t-shirt. I want to talk about some of the things that are going to get in your way. Because they're going to happen. If you're trying to stop drinking, all your mates are still going to be going to the pub. If you're trying to stop doing gear, you're going to get the text message saying free for a oneer. If you're trying to go to bed early, a new season of your favorite series on Netflix is going to come out and you're going to fucking want to binge watch it. You're going to stop eating sugar and you're going to walk in the shop and everything's going to smell amazing and you're going to want to indulge. You're going to stop smoking cigarettes and then you're going to find a pack of fags. You're going to want to stop gambling. And all you're going to see is adverts on YouTube and anywhere you go on social media for just gambling. You're going to see your mate win a load of money. You're going to get invites to things that you know you should stay away from. This is the reality of it. We don't do all this shit because it's really what we want to do. We do this shit because it ends up being easy and we just kind of slip into it. I was asking ChatGPT about alcohol. I've got some kind of strong opinions about alcohol. Primarily that it's a very addictive, potent drug and it's just You can buy it really cheap, basically anywhere. So naturally, that creates some problems. I was asking ChatGPT, but why does everyone just think it's okay? Why is it just so widely accepted? And in modern culture, it's seen as something to be classy and mature and grown up. We see it in movies. We hear about it in songs, and it's supposed to be like, this is what adults do. And it's almost so widely accepted that if you stop drinking alcohol, people will say, why? Why would you want to do that? They find it strange that you'd want to be sober. No, I don't want to put this highly addictive poison in my body on a regular basis, which costs me money and makes me feel like shit. In our culture, that's like, you're mad for doing that. I'll leave it at that. What I'm getting at with the alcohol is just easy to get. There's such a massive amount of teenagers that end up trying alcohol with no real means to be able to manage a potential problem that might arise with it. It's just pretty fucked that we've normalized it to the point where it does beg the question, was that intended? And so there are so many things which are just like alcohol being so normal, we almost don't think anything of it. It's only when you step away and you see how your quality of life changes as a result from changing a bad habit like drinking on a regular basis. It's only then that you see, hold on, what else have I been doing which was really normal? Nowadays, it's pretty normal to spend 4 hours on social media every day. But is that any good for you? It's probably not, is it? And what you'll find with so many distractions which aren't good for you is they're so easy to do. They're so simple. It's so accessible. If you're having problems with any of this stuff I've been talking about, today is the perfect time to start making a change. And the changes that will really have an impact in your life are going to be so small. And when you do something that you didn't want to do, or you overcome a little challenge, write it down. These micro wins, as I like to think of it, is what makes this all bearable, because you're going to have to endure a lot of discomfort, and learning to be mindful of the achievements you are making, even though they're small, is how you still realize your progress on the day-to-day basis. For example, if you go to the gym, you're not going to hit your body weight goal in one session. You're going to have to go hundreds of times. So just at the end of the day saying, I went to the gym today, I stuck to my diet plan, I went for a bike ride, I stretched. A small habit over a long time makes such a big difference. And just remaining mindful of that. And then when there are times that you don't act in accordance with your goal and you do slip, be mindful of that as well. Write that down. And say to yourself, what could I have done differently? How could I have reacted to that situation differently? All of these problems that we face are actually a blessing when you learn from them and you adapt, because the problems are inevitable. If you learn from them and that levels you up, your progress is guaranteed.